Hey y'all, I want you to see my shirt.
Fine.
Yep.
Hey, hey, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to the If You Know, You Know late night show. I'm your host, Jeffrey, and I'm here with the lovely.
Thanks, Ronika.
Hey, come on now, Renika. She's so lovely.
Thank you. What a mess.
Welcome to August 13th episode of the If You Know, You Know late night show. Again, I'm your host, Jeffrey. I'm here with the lovely Renika here on this great Thursday evening. Thursday evening, man. How's your week, Renika? How's it been? We on with somebody text me earlier. They said this is Friday light.
Friday light.
Friday light.
I
That's what Thursday
I
was.
mean, we usually say happy Friday Eve. So I am happy to be here. I'm so very, very happy to be here.
Welcome.
How are you?
Doing
How has
good.
your week been?
Busy week. Busy
Mm,
week. It is, back to school. A lot of people are going back to school. Summer here in New York City is kind of trailing off. I actually got a
mm.
kid. One of my students are going off to college, and actually I'm taking them down to North Carolina. So we'll be flying down on
North
Monday.
Pakalaki?
Yep, go down to North Carolina on Monday to get them enrolled into school. We'll be there a few days. Got to go to the store. May have to get that food time. You know what I'm saying? You know them food
The
time
food
days.
time. We all know if you know, you know.
Food time days. But
The food times.
But yeah, I got to do that. So it was just kind of like getting all of that together, kind of last minute, just getting things squared away. It's been crazy, absolutely crazy. Just
It's so hard to hear you.
can you hear me now? Let me make sure I'll
Yeah.
be sitting back. Look,
Yeah,
every
you do.
time, just call him out. Call him out.
Mm-hmm.
Call him
Mm-hmm.
out. Look, I'm hoping that y'all doing well tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Renika, look, she was on one last week, and this week she's back in studio. She's gonna tell me when I'm too far away and when I'm too close.
That's true. All the time. I don't care
All
if
the
I'm
time.
on one or not. I'm gonna tell him when the audio is like so.
Okay. All right. Well, just to let you know, I see that the lipstick popping tonight.
Thank you.
What color is it?
Boss lady. Oh.
Damn.
It's more about my shirt that it keeps zooming in on. I have a shirt that says I miss Obama.
Uh that's a nice shirt. That's a nice shirt.
Thanks. All right.
You look, and it's his birthday. Like 9 days ago. So yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we do definitely miss the Obama days.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Healthcare wise, I miss the Obama days. Just on some basics. So, but before we jump into that politics, but we again, this is the If You Know You Know late night show where we discuss politics, we discuss pop culture, and we discuss something for the people. And
Mm-hmm.
then we have our people tell us about these numbers that we have in our book of numbers, all the way up to 3,000. And so we would like for you to drop that number in the chat box tonight. So any number between 50 and
Mm.
3,000. Some people say, "Oh, don't do 50." But yeah, we're gonna do 50 and
Mm-hmm.
3,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you got, Renee?
You all, I know that we try not to keep you around here long because I'm ready for the pop culture. When I say shout out to y'all that's been in, especially Robert, for y'all that have been sliding my DMs and sending me pop culture because we got a lot to talk about. It's been a wild week. Wild week. So I'm ready. I'm ready for politics because I think I want to chime in here and there too. Because I've actually been on one when it comes to politics this week.
Don't say you've been paying attention now.
I've been paying attention.
Okay, now
And I'm
you've
going
been
to really come forth for the people tonight.
okay.
I'm ready.
All right. So, well, let's dive right on in.
Come on.
We got it. Came in hot tonight.
But before you get started, Jeffrey, the main thing. before we get started is there's this cool little button at the bottom with the little arrow. That's how you share. You share with your feed, you share in your stories, but we want to be able to engage with people live. You know, we love y'all that come back and watch the replay. Hey y'all, hey. But for you all that are able to catch us live, we want to be able to engage with you in real time. So be able to share this with your feed in your stories and drop those numbers as soon as you can. Because remember, we take 5 numbers every week. We answer them live on the show. Sometimes I get to sweating because I'm like, what is this question finna be, Lord? What is it gonna be?
That's too funny.
Sometimes y'all just be coming with the 1-2 punch. I just be like, I just don't know. But we want to be able to engage with as many people as possible. So be sure to share this with your feed and let's get this party started.
Well, after saying all of that, I guess I'm gonna have to do a little bit of some of this.
Just saying.
All right, so we're gonna dive right into politics this evening. Y'all, the first thing I want to talk about is these wars. Did you know, Renika, that today marked 6 month anniversary of the beginning of the Iran war? The war that was supposed to take a couple weeks. We 6 months in. 6 months. In addition to that, because of I was also brought to my attention when we talking about war that beginning by the end of this upcoming September, the United States will have taken all of their troops out of Iraq. And if you know, like I know we've been in Iraq since March of 2003. So to know that when war happened, war does not mean that we're gonna in and out a couple weeks. We invaded Iraq and Iraqi freedom in March of 2003. And here it is in September of 2026, we will finally take out our last troops out of Iraq. That is crazy. 23 years. So we spent the Jordan all the way Jordan amount of years in another country. So I said all of that to say this. 6 months. He said it was going to be a couple weeks. 6 months. Don't count on it. You know, the altercation with Iran had been going on for 43 years. And since 1983, when they attacked in Beirut, they attacked the barracks of Marines, where our Marines were stationed. So we've been in a quasi war with Iran ever since. But Donald Trump decided to take us to the actual peak of war. So we got into war that was supposed to happen in a couple weeks, and here we are 6 months later. Renee, how long you think it will be before we walk away? What you think? Just in your opinion.
The
I
way
mean,
the
you.
live
I mean, gas prices only went up to the highest that they've been this late in the year in the history of the country. They hit that today. Over $4.02. It's the highest ever been this late in the year. So what you got?
the way the lies be swirling around lately, I'm gonna give it shit. Shoot. You see, I was like, shit, acting like my daddy.
It's the
Um,
late night show.
the end of this administration, because I don't believe that anything is going to move swiftly.
That's
Nothing.
crazy. 4 years. That means he
Hmm.
got into a war and couldn't get out of it.
Yep.
And it's enough that it's basically have cut down the Strait of Hormuz. And a great percentages of the world's oil goes through Strait of Hormuz. That's about war. I'm
Mhm.
gonna make the transition about jobs. I know I do a lot. I used to share jobs. I'm still about helping others. I know from people that are our listeners. I've taken your resume, I've fixed it up, got an opportunity. Jobs matter. One, it gives us um, a sense of credibility, it gives us a sense of peace, and you can pay your bills.
Mm.
Well, one thing that I've seen is black women have taken a hit when it comes to opportunities and jobs in America since Donald Trump became president. I just looked at some data. 600,000 black women have lost their jobs or have been fired in this time span. But, I want to dig a little deeper because it's not just all about race, it's not just all about gender. But I'm going to go with the gender side and say, here it is again. Renika, did you know that Caroline Levitt, the press secretary for Donald Trump, she's gone. She's gone. And they came out and said, hey, she has 2 young children, things of that nature. But I wanted to dig a little bit deeper. I didn't want to just throw the deuces. I didn't want to I wanted to look at it and say, in the Trump administration, another woman was the person to throw under the bus.
Wow.
Whether you like Christy Nome or not, and I did not like the work that she was doing for the American people when she was uh, Homeland Secretary, but she was the first to go. And we've seen this countless times in this administration that the first people that they sweep out are women. One would say it would be, maybe people of color, but it's not many of them. So, you kind of weed that out. I feel bad for Caroline Levitt, just like I feel bad for any other woman that's lost their job during this tenure. When they say "Make America Great Again" or "Take us back," those times mean that women didn't have that many rights, people of color didn't have that many rights. Um, I don't want to go back to that. I've always been going. First of all, I don't even like to go back. The last time that I was okay with going backwards, we were talking about moonwalking. That was the last time I was okay with going back.
I mean, I was gonna give you "Let Me See You Go Back," but then that would have been quoting somebody else for Leah. So "Let Me See You Go Back." Nope, you said
Oh,
a little
back
bit
and
further.
forth. No, they,
Yeah,
they
you
still
said
said four.
okay, okay,
Yeah, they told me they want to make America great again and take it back.
okay,
I
okay.
ain't never wanted to just stay in the back. Rosa said we wasn't just gonna stay in the back. Come on now. So unacceptable. My third and final when it
Ooh.
comes to politics.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did you see this story about ICE?
No
ICE has these. They're spending $30 million to give ICE agents these gloves that gives them
gloves.
gloves like hand
Gloves.
yeah
Glove.
gloves for your hand. But
Mm.
guess what? These gloves for your hand, they can electrocute.
I'm sorry. What?
They can electrocute you, and they can disable you. I watched them like practice on people. People were screaming just off like a small move. Yes, $30 million. Look, they're clamping down on this ICE thing because the American people, we can't stay focused on just a few tasks at hand. Look, I mean, that's like, it's not even stun guns anymore. It's like stun gloves. I read a story back in Ohio. They ended TPS for Haitians. That's where Donald Trump said years ago during his first administration. That's one of those shithole countries, Haiti. That's what he
Yeah.
categorized Haiti as.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he also said in Ohio during the presidential debate that they're eating the dogs. You
Yeah.
remember that? They're
I
eating the
definitely remember. I
dog.
definitely remember that.
You know,
Yes.
between Joe Biden sleeping and him hollering about eating dogs, I was like, these 70, 80-year-old men is just out of touch. You know what I mean? But actually, he decided to touch them. Do you know that Haitians in Ohio now either they self deport or they have to wear an ankle monitor? If you don't know what an ankle monitor is, Renee could tell them what the ankle monitor is.
You already know what it is.
Come on now.
You on house arrest. I
You
mean,
on house
you
arrest.
are monitored.
You are monitored. There's you can't even and you can't take showers no more.
Goodness gracious.
So that's where we're at. Gloves, gloves on the hand, and ankle bracelets on the end. My last and final thing I want to talk about, I know it's a fourth, but I'm not done
Let them
talking
use you.
about Nolan Wells.
Mm.
I had an opportunity to listen to Officer Titty Tate because that guy's a joke. If he thinks that he is getting information that's going to help any situation, that's why people don't trust the cops right now. It's just deception in its own fashion. Or if you Officer Tatum, because I know I've seen he had like 3 million followers. He's a liar. He's not telling the truth. He's walking these young men into statements that they cannot prove. There's an autopsy too. I don't care. Your voice is on this call, allegedly. But I heard it. I know what I heard. I know it's been shared. Nolan Wells is not the only person of color, specifically black person, that has been killed in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
They just
Hmm.
found, breaking news. They just found a black woman very high in a tree with no history of suicidal thoughts, hanging from a tree in a known racial environment. I started it off earlier in talking about kids going back to school. A lot of us have made this transition and want our kids to go to historical black colleges and universities, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
those historical black colleges and universities are in the South. I think it's time for us to be a little more vigilant, a little more active in our child's life beyond just that K through 12. We are in the next stage, whether it's about you being oppressed or you, the person who's not being oppressed, but seeing it. Because as James Baldwin said, silence is the biggest betrayal.
Hmm.
Just because it's not you now, don't mean it can't be you tomorrow. That's all I got for politics tonight.
Jeez.
You got any questions? You got me?
That's how you drop the mic. That is how you
Well, I
drop the
want to take
mic.
it out my hand.
I mean, no, do not. Do not. Then we can't hear you.
Okay.
Uh, there was one thing with politics that I did want to kind of touch on, and I know Jeffrey and I do this from time to time. That because I was on my P's and Q's today or this week, is the have you heard about the Navy, our soldiers that have been the mental health crisis that's going on USS Lincoln with the soldiers being deployed for 200 and something over 250 days, with this war that we are unfortunately a part of. But yeah, being a mental health crisis on the ship, and soldiers are trying to go overboard. And
Yeah,
now, yeah.
that's near and dear. My niece is in the Navy. I
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure I say the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Corrected me when she visited me. But no, she's in the Navy, and so I can only. I did see that the what was it? The Secretary of the Navy was under fire from the parents, and the community saying, "Well, why? Deplorable conditions." I did see
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we when you never been to war, and I've never been, but I know a war on the street, so I've seen war happen. But
Mm-hmm.
if you've never been to war and you've never been in a war and you've never fought, well, you don't understand that the you don't understand the toll that it takes on you, not just physically, but mentally
Mm-hmm.
to be prepared. And we're not just talking about, oh, somebody gonna drop a dime on me down the street. I'm talking about no, they have a drone that they can drop in point some seconds and it's over.
Yeah.
That's real like stress. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But when we have leadership that have not um had those experiences, that's why it's hard for them to really understand. You can, look, I'm gonna quote Theodore Roosevelt. He
Oh,
said,
little Teddy.
he said, you said you crazy.
You started.
Yeah. He said, he said, walk softly, but carry a big stick.
Mm. Hmm.
And I just feel that this president is just loud as hell, and he's the weakest one in the room.
Yes. Hmm.
And now you have all of this military might, you have all of this good grace because God has blessed us so much to be in this place. And now we have someone that has no business being in charge, that's leading this charge. And now, my grandma would say, sometimes the people have to suffer.
Mm.
They have to suffer. So,
Come on, wisdom.
yeah.
Come on, wisdom.
And that's all we got for politics. That's it.
Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. We do have some people that have chimed in
Hey, hey.
with numbers and just saying good evening. So we got Robert saying good evening and then dropped a number. Robert, I don't know if you heard me give you shout outs, but I did. And thank you. Because he's like also a silent partner, but we love when y'all again. We said slide those DMs, slide those DMs. Tell us what you want to talk about, because I know if she's chiming in tonight, Latanya was like, y'all gonna talk about this week." So I love when you all do that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Brandy is saying, "Hey people," and she dropped a number. Hey
Hey,
Brandy,
hey. Brandy, I'll
and
call you back. I'll call you over the weekend. Yeah, she
then
gave me a call today. I did see it, but it was tight. It was tight.
and Latoya Rogers is saying, "Good evening. Good evening." Uncle Donald is saying, "Hello, family. Love to see you, Uncle Donald. I just feel like I am back there with you, giving me a hug. That's
Uncle
how I
Donnie used to
feel.
get the greatest hugs
He
when I was a
gives
kid.
the best hugs. I love a good hug."
Yeah, yeah.
I said, "Oh man, bring it in again, bring it in again." And then Aunt Teeny is chiming in saying, "Hello, hey Teeny." And then so is Aunt Bev saying, "Hey," with the
Hey,
waving
hey.
emoji. And then Uncle Donald said, "This is the nation of lies and hatred built on war and death. Don't forget the Civil War to keep us as a slave, or a war still being fought on all fronts."
That's damn right. Damn right.
Ooh, Chile.
So before you jump into your pop culture, what I
I don't
do
think
want to
y'all
say,
ready.
what I did want to say is um prayers for the families in Chicago and Northwest Indiana that had that tornado come through there.
Listen,
I didn't even know no until today, and I'm all
listen.
in on the news. Yeah, so prayers to both Chicago, South Suburbs, Northwest Indiana, nuts.
My director didn't have power until I think last night, and because she actually lives in Indiana, but it was so dark outside at work, and I'm in St. Joseph. I work in St. Joseph, Michigan, right? I mean, literally down the street from the beach, so right on Lake Michigan, and it was so dark. and we kept getting the warnings. Like in Stevensville, it was saying take cover, take shelter, find shelter. I said, wait a minute, I've been a Midwest girl most of my life, and you can tell me I'm in
About
a
to
tornado. No. Then you get to one, you really start questioning like, who would I like to be stranded with during a tornado? It was really given a different world when they were in there. Like, do I want to
stranded
be?
with a tornado. Tornadoes don't last that long.
I don't care. Just saying, it was feeling like, I mean, Ryan and Freddie in the radio station. I said, okay, what were we eating? Where's the water? What? The bathroom? Can I be in the bathroom? Can I be close to the bathroom? It was a lot. But I am thankful that it did not roll through our area, but definitely thinking about those that have been impacted because it was just what a few months ago it happened not too far from here going east.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they said it. This is not the first one. That's like the second one in a couple months.
yes. So, I mean, I felt like we were sandwiched in between both of those, and it is scary. So, definitely thinking about everyone. Yeah, it's quick and whew,
Yeah, I
good
remember. I think one
information.
time, I was living in Battle Creek, Michigan. I was
Mm.
working for when I was working for a company out there. So they pay us. They don't get it.
They went
They
back
ain't paid me
anyway.
in a decade. Forget that.
Okay, okay, okay.
When I was out there in the Midwest working for a company, I remember he's saying it. A
I
company.
know. A company, a big one, small one, thumb as big as your head. Like, which one is it?
But no, I remember like this older lady was walking up to the building and she was on a cane. And I was asleep on the floor and all of a sudden I heard the sirens go off and I looked out the window and I saw a green sky. Greenish blue. And you know they say you see greenish blue and when you hear something sounding like a freight train, it's
Mm-hmm.
I went down to the front and this older lady was trying to. I said, "Get in here!" I went and got her like halfway because if not, she was gonna get swept out. She
Yeah.
was gonna get swept out, and she came in. She said, "Ooh, child, I gotta go to my house." I was like, "You ain't want to just hang out with me because look like you almost lost yourself." But you know how older people is turn
Yeah.
everything off. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's the closest I've ever, knock on wood. That's the closest
Yeah.
I've ever been to a tornado.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, when I saw the news, I didn't know what had happened in Indiana, but when I had seen on the
Mhm.
news in Chicago, and
Mhm.
that rain was coming down like in New Orleans, I was like, "That
Listen,
come on now, two different places." So
I was watching, I don't know how it ended up in my feed because you know the algorithm just be doing whatever it want to do. But there was an influencer said, Chicago, who pissed off Mother Nature? Like who pissed her off? She said we ain't gonna have no shade next summer
all the
because ain't
trees
no
died,
damn trees. I said, I'm looking at the video like, oh my goodness.
or God was trying to prepare us for winter, so you better get them logs
Okay, so
because gas. I mean, energy prices are through the roof. So,
I mean, listen, y'all, we had a storm at the beginning of July, July 4th weekend. I had no power that whole weekend, right? My bill the next month doubled. Lean
and
into it.
price,
Doubled.
yeah,
So they
that's
said,
crazy.
we're going to get it back. I said, okay,
That's crazy.
here we are. All right, you all. Are you ready for pop culture? Mm, Did anybody say they were ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay, just Jeffrey, you're going to have to keep your eye on the comments
All
because,
right. Well, I won't be listening to you. Once I go to the comments, then I can't. So just to let you know.
jeez, I can't do both. Okay, Cooper, come and check the comments. Come and read the comments for us.
Actually, I do it from my phone. Not Coop. Come check the comments for us.
Come read them for us with your little nosy
And
butt.
my
Come
damn
read 'em.
phone on 2%.
Okay. See, that's why you got to be like me and plug her in. Plug her in. You ready?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm with the niggas and I'm gonna feel all right. That's at the end of it, okay? So I'm really gonna sing for y'all. All right, you all. So first up for the pop culture for me is I know that we just be here for the foolishness, but I was this was like probably the last, so I'm kind of going in a different order, is that because I saw this like right before I got home this evening, and I don't know if Tanisha's on or anyone from New Orleans, but has anyone heard of these AI 911 calls, like the okay. So I was watching a clip with Don Lemon, and he was talking about how New Orleans has now implemented the AI calls for 911. And I'm like, the hell? He said, so instead of getting a live operator when, so say that you witness a fire on the highway, accident, a fire on the highway, and you're that one trying to call in and say, hey, I see that this car is on fire on the highway. I just want to report it. I've seen it. I've done it. All the things, right? So he said, that made me question, like, I want to talk to a live person. But he
Mm-hmm.
said, in this case, is that the AI will kick in when it's saying it's 15 people calling in for the same emergency. So AI will kick in and say, hey, we've already been informed. We have someone on the way. He said, okay, so we definitely want to replace any live operators, but in that case we want to just be able to inform people that, hey, we're already on we've already on notice for when it comes to the emergency. So I want you all to chime in to say, like, do you think that this should be implemented everywhere? Do you even think that this is a good idea? Or Jeffrey, what did you think about it when you heard it? Or because sometimes I'm a little eerie, like, okay, how's this gonna work? Or did it really understand what I'm saying? And then you got to think about even with dialect, like can you understand, even can AI understand what I'm saying?
Not to
So,
be
what you guys
not to
think?
be funny, but probably in America, if you're talking about enunciation,
Mm,
then New Orleans would probably be the best place to start to get AI kind of like adjusted to American cultural,
ooh.
difference because Wody.
I love it. Y'all know I love me a good no accent. I love me a good NYC. I love me a good accent.
Uh,
Okay.
I love a southern accent. I ain't gonna lie.
Woo!
Yeah,
Love it. Like drawn in, like we go together. I love it.
yeah.
Okay. So just
but
being
but but being serious about it, as long as it's not like taken fully over, I
mm-hmm.
didn't think that it was an issue.
Okay.
Especially when AI is writing papers for us with ideas and you know, if AI is if you put it in there to study the terrain, study the geography, then
Mm-hmm.
maybe AI can explain to you better than someone that just has had this random car accident on this random highway and don't know where they're at. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to throw AI under the bus, and I don't want our dispatchers disproportionately to lose their job.
Mm. Well, all right. So you let me know if anyone's chiming in the comments and saying anything, anywhere, at any time. Let's see
Yeah,
how.
yeah, 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 yeah. We got a lot. We got some watchers. We got some
Okay.
watchers.
Okay. And then so next up, speaking of Brother Obama, and this is I'm just kind of sliding some in there, so I'm probably not kind of gonna go through a full story, but just like a little blurb. So President Obama starting a podcast,
His own.
his own podcast based on the books that has influenced him.
He's kind of wordy.
I know. I don't want it.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't want it. I enjoy his wife's too much. So,
You like it with her brother?
I do. No? Okay. I
No, I'm
mean,
not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. You know, I'm not gonna say anything about Queen Michelle like that.
oh my gosh.
No, I just think that it's I would prefer her to do it by herself.
No, I absolutely agree on that. Yes. I feel
She's
like
the
she can
leader,
really carry it
and she
on
can
her
take
own.
her. She can take us places.
I agree. I agree. Okay. So I just wanted to just throw that out there in case you all want to check it out. I enjoy him in interviews, so I was just gonna, when he does interviews here and there.
1 second. Brandy jumped in. She said, "Non-emergencies, yes for AI.
Mm-hmm.
Emergencies, no." Well, if you did that, well, that would defeat. Every time I call 911, it's an emergency.
I mean, when I called, what was it, a week ago, it was an emergency. I want this man off my property now, now. And three squad cars showed up. I was like, hey, I want him gone. I want him in jail.
so
In
either
jail.
so either that happened or the hot grease is coming.
I mean, something. Hot grease or hot fire in that ass, because I want him away from here. Get him away from here. Okay.
Some people, some people say hello.
Hell, the color is yellow. All right. And then the next one that I have is you all Keefe D in this Tupac murder trial. 30 years later, who is following? Who is benefiting? Keefe D, and then who is the person that's on trial, but allegedly the person that pulled the trigger and actually made Tupac an ancestor is also an ancestor. So I'm trying to figure out what we're doing. And then you have Suge saying, I ain't finna give no names. I'm not finna testify. The main thing Suge said on that TMZ call and said, go and purchase the book that I am writing about this whole situation, but I'm still not dropping no names. What's the point of the damn book? Because at first he did have a podcast. I don't know if he still has a podcast from in prison. The fact that he was able to do one, the audio is just kind of like spotty, but I'm still trying to figure out why. Like, if you all think about it, Tupac died 30 years ago this year.
96.
Crazy.
96.
So I'm just, yeah, I don't know what y'all think about that, but when I was reading,
Closure? Is it closure?
is it closure?
I mean, it's got to be closure for somebody, for the
For
family, for
who?
hip hop, maybe for hip hop.
Maybe it's for hip hop because I'm like, his mother's gone. Only one that's really around is his sister. It's Tupac's sister. Because as I said before, Suge ain't saying nothing. Suge said, I ain't got no names for you. I ain't got nothing to say.
Suge don't like people.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we've been knew that, but okay. If you don't want people all in your videos,
Yeah,
you can
Suge
come
don't like
on
people.
death row. Okay. So, and then I have you all. I love a good show. I have so many on here because I got the recalls. Because listen, my stomach for a minute was like, nah, why you keep trying to eat these salads? You stupid.
I don't
So
know. I don't know. What is your problem, dog?
he was like, you came in like, so when Demeter said, what salad was you eating? Where'd y'all get them lettuce from? I was following directions and removing the outer leaves, but my goodness, we can't eat spit. You got ground beef, you got Jeffrey didn't even cover the recalls this week, but the hell, we finna be eating air sandwiches, okay, air sandwiches. I'm over it, over. And then my sister sent me the list of restaurants that have been partnering with Taylor Farms. I was like, I don't need none of these fast foods, but still, my stomach is still out here doing the Watusi, so
That's
I'm
because you
over
was
it.
on that Chipotle.
I ain't been eating Chipotle. Forget you. I ain't even close to a Chipotle. Why you even want to trigger me like that? Forget you.
Nobody. Look,
Okay,
it was crazy though. You know, I always, whenever you
yeah.
bring up Chipotle, I always bring up Qdoba, and both of them deal with Taylor Farm.
Both of them. But Jeffrey loved bringing up Chipotle because of that whole situation on that road trip they had.
Oh, you talking about the ticket I received for
No,
going on the
see,
side?
okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See, he gonna always be anti. Okay, no matter
Never.
getting from Taylor Farms or not, you won't ever hear about him saying like, "Ooh, I pulled over and I got Chipotle."
Look, you know the one on 125 out here in Harlem, that Popeyes that used to be on 125 in Fred. It's a Chipotle now. I was upset.
You were
I was
pissed.
upset.
He was pissed. He was
Uh-huh.
pissed. He was
Uh-huh.
pissed. Same clothes you got mad in, same clothes you better get glad in. That's what my Aunt Ernestine used to always say. Okay. So I took that and I'm going to run with it. Okay. Thank you. All right.
Brandy said we should go to the farmers market.
I love the farmer's market. They know me there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but why everybody you go to the farmers market, everybody looks scraggly? You know, if you ever looked
They
at
look what?
everybody looks scraggly at the farmers market. You try to sell that to somebody that think they sophisticated to go to the farmers market, they be like, ain't
Okay.
doing
So, okay. Y'all just Jeffrey go off camera because he is on one. Because I'm thinking about one of my first experiences at the farmers market was with Mr. Woods, who was one of our administrators in high school. His father was a farmer. So he would go to the farmers market and sell his goods. So that's how I was introduced to the farmers market. I mean, both of my grandparents had farms. I mean, not farm, had gardens, but this gentleman had a whole farm.
You
So he
talking
would come
about
down.
you
Mr.
talking about
Woods,
Ed Woods
his
Senior?
father,
Yeah,
yes,
Ed Woods Senior, because Mr.
yes.
Woods is Ed Woods Jr. and then his
That's right.
son is Ed
He was
Woods
a
the third.
third. That's true. So, yeah, that was my experience. We're like, wow, a black farmer, and he's coming down to the farmer's market and selling his goods.
Wow, wow,
Like
and
that was
then
one of my early memories.
that's a good story of Mr. Woods. You know, Mr. Woods, I think, has passed away. He's an
Mm-hmm.
ancestor. But
Yeah,
shout out to Mr. Woods, and he took me down to Oakwood,
sure did. I was on the same
Oakwood
trip,
University.
and
Yeah,
all we kept eating was
yeah.
Chick-fil-A, y'all. I'm surprised I'm not
He
tired of
did
Chick-fil-A.
taking us to the Christian Chick-fil-A. He did.
Every
Yeah,
time
yeah.
until that
Or
one.
takes my cousin to talk about how he was putting that lotion on every time.
Please.
Shout out to Robert.
Uh, go away, both of you. Go away.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw some shows at y'all, right? So last week I was ready to tussle because I said it's the series finale of Raising Canaan. Boy, I don't know how many times I watched that episode, maybe 2 or 3 times. I know I've watched it at least one time that I've watched it all the way through. I know one time it put me to sleep. What you got to say?
Rob said the people at the farmers market in Texas scare me. They look like the dawn of the dead. Told you. You know, because everybody, everybody's a little different.
Okay, so I want
I'm
to say
sorry.
when
Sorry for interrupting.
the shade because when I moved back to North Carolina and I went to the outlets, oh my gosh, it's a Tanger outlets like in between Durham, North Carolina and Greensboro, and there was a gentleman at a farmer's market. Um, it was a black man, an older black man that was a former principal, and he had started his own garden, and it became a farm, and he was selling his goods, and we had a beautiful conversation that day, and I just thought like,
Oh,
wow, if more people would do this, like it was really inspiring me, like damn it, I need a damn garden, because he was just so inspiring, like yeah, I eat off my own land, and I'm just like damn it.
have you ever planted in a garden?
No, but my sister, is my sister in here? Is my sister Jennifer in here? She
What?
has her own. What?
We said you.
Okay,
Don't
I
be
was
citing
sure.
your
I was
sister for
thinking
you.
her because she keeps telling me that I need to. I know.
You gotta get a
That's
guard.
why I was throwing her off on her because I know she'd be like, Nika, you could do this, you could do this. I know, but I'm going to talk about that later on, even on the podcast. Please do tell podcast that Jeffrey and I do together. I'm going to talk about just what is that shift and that transition for me in this season of my life, and that is one of them. Especially with all these damn recalls, y'all. The hell?
Look, Uncle Donald said everything is on recall. This government has gotten rid of all rules and protection for our food. That's a
Listen,
fact.
so
That's a
even
fact.
with the tornadoes that happened this last week, there is, if you go Google some photos, there's actual cows in the street
Where are they at? What are they
in
doing in the street?
Indiana because of the storms, like they got out.
Oh
They're
wow.
just roaming in the streets, and I just
Just
thought to
imagine you're a cow and you see that up. Oh my god.
listen,
Well, you ain't got to imagine as a cow. Just imagine you as an individual that's out there in the pasture, and all of a sudden it's dark and it ain't night, and
you're like, okay. So you all, okay. Again, Raising Kanan, the series finale. Did you watch? Did you even watch the whole series, period? But when I tell you that series stands alone as one of the greatest ones in the Powerverse, oh my word. And I know that a lot of the storylines didn't line up with um, OG Power, but just know it's a reminder that 50 Cent is crazy. He crazy. He crazy and don't nothing have to make sense because again, he a little cray cray. Okay, he a little cray cray. Another thing, Lioness on Paramount Plus with Zoe Saldana. I binge watched seasons 1 and 2, and now I'm caught up. We are in season 3, 2 episodes in, and boy oh boy, they don't owe me spit. Like I was about to cancel the whole subscription for the monthly subscription to the streaming service, but I was like, okay, I'll wait until after this season is over. It's okay. I'll wait. I'll wait because I want to watch this whole thing. And I just want to remind you all that A Different World, the reboot, is coming back. The trailers are dropping. It's all kind of
what's the date?
teaser. September 24th. September
Seriously?
24th. September
Oh
24th.
wow, only a month
September
and 11 days. That's pretty good.
September
Pretty good.
24th. And Brandy is singing the theme song for A Different World.
Oh
I
wow.
even Larry slid in my DMs today. He was like, I mean, Aretha gonna always have it. Yeah, Aretha's gonna always be the classic. Always. She's gonna always be the OG of A Different World theme song. But just also know that this is a huge nod to the character Jaleesa, also known as Dawn, real name Dawn Lewis, who wrote the original theme song. So we're still gonna be able to hear it, but it's just a little bit modernized. So just get into it. I'm excited.
Brandy gone Norwood.
Yes, cause it's a different world from where you come from. I'm so if
You
you
heard the
know,
song already?
you know, huh?
You heard the leak already?
Yeah, the video was in my stories, y'all.
The new Brandy?
Yeah, the new Brandy theme song of A Different World was in my
I
stories.
told you I've been so busy today.
Oof. Well, you better get unbusy because listen, it's coming.
Ah!
Okay. And then, okay, so my last thing, because when I tell you, whoo, shout out to Jameson Bethay. I call him something else because I know him. And he teamed up with Dexter OJ. If you all know this viral clip, I hate the niggas and I'm gonna feel with the niggas tonight, and it feels all right. Like that was a soundbite that is now a song, and it's dropping on iTunes tonight. So I just want to give a shout out to really Jameson for using your gifts. That young man grew up in the church in Durham, North Carolina. I know him because I lived there and I actually attended his dad's church from here and there. Hung out, all of that. We have a mutual friend, which is his name is Darnell, and to see that young man using his gift of music and mixing and all of that, I've been seeing it for over a decade now, but to see him being recognized by like Kev on Stage, so many gospel artists, because like I said, he came from a background of growing up in the church, but so many different people seeing his talent and really celebrating it. So seeing that and seeing the love that's going on, I just want to give that out, shout out, because I really saw how a
That's what's
viral
up.
moment is turned into something else, and it's amazing and it's beautiful to see. So that's it for me and pop culture.
Oh man, that was amazing. That's a great story. You know, it's almost like old girl that end up during doing a jingle on Instagram, and then she
Yes,
end up doing a real commercial.
yes.
Look, I just want to put it out there that, you know, the talent that we naturally possess is, you know, it is what it is. So
Mm-hmm.
the thing is here, you have to use it. You have to matriculate. I was talking to a colleague of mine at work, and we was talking about young people, and we was like, they just keep coming up with a reason for you why I can't, because it's easier to quit. You know what I'm saying? But even if you don't get what you want, you got experience. So don't forget that part. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing.
So who wants to start with the for the people first?
I'll give one for the people.
Okay, let it
You know,
ride.
life is a precious thing.
Mm.
Of
Say it one
course,
more time. Say it one more
life
time.
life is a precious thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mother's birthday was this month.
Mm.
Actually,
Oh.
August the 11th. It was actually
Mm.
2 days ago. And
Mm.
typically I don't post to Facebook, blah, 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 because, you know, it's my journey. But you
Mm-hmm.
know, over time, I've thought to myself, like, you got to share that journey. You know, I'm only kid, so of course I'm being a little selfish, but you got to share
Yeah.
that journey, you know, with others. And then I ended up posting, and then Renika actually reached out to me and was talking about some of the people that were in, you know, the comments. That was a high, but this is how life is a full circle. Later or earlier that day, I had an opportunity to pull up Facebook, and I haven't been back to the crib. I haven't lived in Michigan in almost 10 years. 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when I did live there, hanging out Applebee's. And I remember being at Applebee's. And I
Ah.
remember that, you know, you're hanging out at Applebee's in your 20s, you go there for drinks and wings.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
coincidentally, I met a guy. I met a
Mm-hmm.
guy that was a bartender at Applebee's.
Yeah.
And he passed away this week. And the only reason
Mm-hmm.
why I knew he passed away this week is because almost 200 people had posted that he had passed away. Now, one would say, well, he had a lot of friends. Potentially. I don't know. I know when I came, he treated me as if I was a friend.
Okay.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what I do know is impact.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you just never know what life is going to on you.
Yeah.
To make a continued connection as the evolution continues is I remember going there
Mm.
to Applebee's, and he was the bartender there,
Mm-hmm.
and one of my former students was the waiter
Mm.
there, and that former student was Desmond Stokes Walker. And what happened with Desmond? Desmond passed away this week, and
Mm.
Desmond is under 40, you know, mid 30s, maybe. And to see that evolution of two people that worked at the same location that
Mm.
just was about impacting others and how it's left an impact on us
Mm-hmm.
as we transition to the fourth quarter, because that's what September is. September
Mm-hmm.
takes us to the fourth quarter. Don't forget to embrace each other. We cannot fall into the trap of erasing memories because
Mm-hmm.
all we got is memory.
Yeah.
And those memories is what will continue to bless us enough to want to do for others. So that's mine for the people.
Oh my gosh, that's a great one. I actually text Chantel this morning and said, "Girl, the gentleman that gave us the love potion number 9 recipe is now an ancestor." She was like, "What?" And my girl is traveling right now, and she said, "When I get back, we definitely gotta make that drink and do a toast, because we've been he gave us that recipe when we both moved back. You got to think that we were college grads trying to figure it out during a crisis, 07, 08. And
Wow.
we sat at that bar at Applebee's, and if you know, you know, during that time, it was our way of dressing up is a t-shirt, and you put a short little vest over it. Like, that was our way of dressing up. That's how we was showing up for work. And we're smiling, we joking with him, and he said, "Well, I'm gonna make y'all the drink," and he made us a love potion number 9, and I never forgot it. Everywhere I go, I even when I have gatherings at my house, it's a love potion number 9. It looks like grape Kool-Aid, but woo boy, does that drink pack a punch.
Yeah.
But I ran into him probably one of the last times I was at Babes. We locked eyes, and then I said, "Wait a minute." And to me, it was like, "Looking like you look familiar." I said, "How do you like, I'm a bartender, we don't forget nobody." I said, okay. I said, "That was over like 20, almost 20 years ago." So that I didn't forget. I said, "The love potion number 9." He said, "I remember what I gave y'all. I remember.
Wow. Wow.
I remember." I was like, "Franklin's be cute." But yeah, that was my last interaction with him. So as I told Jeffrey, I was like, he didn't mess the city up with this one, because he was
Yeah.
genuinely
Yeah.
kind and just a great person to everyone. I don't think I heard anyone say that he was ever nasty to them. If he was nasty to you, you deserved it.
I saw him diffuse multiple. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a
Mm-hmm.
good character
Mm-hmm.
overall. And then when I saw on Facebook the generations of
Yes,
individuals, like you
that
said,
he has
20
touched.
some, 30 some,
That's
40 some, 50 some.
crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I was impressed.
Yeah.
I was impressed, and I didn't know that my friend had touched so many.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, I have mine for the people. I'm gonna actually read it. So bear with me tonight, because when I looked at it, I didn't get a chance to
Robert
read.
or Bear?
Bear with me. So I got this devotional at church like some weeks ago, and it's the and I definitely don't want to butcher any names, so just bear with me. Bear with me. It's titled "The Path to Your Destiny," and this week I was like, "Woo, okay." You'll probably travel several different paths on your way to your destiny. When Luciano Pavarotti was a boy, his grandmother often put him on her lap and said, "You're going to be great. You'll see." But his grandmother had dreams of him becoming a banker. Instead, he became a school teacher. He taught elementary school for a while, occasionally singing at special events. His father was the one who challenged him to develop his voice, telling him he was settling far short of his potential. Finally, at age 22, Pavarotti stopped teaching to sell insurance. He continued to look for something stable on which he could rely financially in case he could not make it in the music world. The insurance business allowed him time to take voice lessons, and as they say, the rest is history. In an interview, the opera star said, "Studying voice was the turning point of my life." Then he added, "It's a mistake to settle for the safe path in life. It takes courage to leave a position you consider safe and launch out in a new direction. But without risk, you can never realize your potential or know all God created you to be. The greatest risk of all is to take no risk, because the person who risks nothing accomplishes nothing, has nothing, feels nothing, and in the end becomes nothing. God may lead you along several different paths on your way to your destiny, but if you submit to His will and follow His guidance, you will surely succeed. So that was something that really, that is the passage for today. From And then the scriptures, Isaiah 48 and 17. And I just thought to myself, it's a lot of things that I've been talking about I wanted to do, but this week it was like a slap in the face, like, no, you got to do it. Shout out to my village. I've been getting the most random, and I'm not saying random like in a bad way, like people that I haven't talked to in months, or even the conversations that I've had with my heartbeats this week, or even with Jeffrey. It was people really pouring into me. I was like, how'd y'all know I've been having a heavy week? How'd you know? But it's all to get me to that next level where I'm supposed to be. It was like, no, you've been talking about it for too long. Like now we finna put fire to your ass. You're going to do it this week. This is what you need to do. And I am so grateful for my village, for my friends, because I look around even when I go to work sometimes or just other place. I hear so many people saying I'm alone. I have nobody, but I can't say that. I have so many amazing people in my life. So many amazing people. So that is my for my that is my for the people because it's going to take you totally. It's going to take you numerous. That path may take you numerous directions in order to get you to where you're supposed to be.
That's a fact. That was well said. That was well said. Very well said.
All right. Y'all playing with these numbers because I only see two of them.
Look, I see they real serious tonight. Y'all going with the serious talk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
But as you all chime in, I see Robert is I like that life is a precious thing and we should cherish it and make the best out of it. Love on your people while you can because you never know when our time is up. And then Brandy is shouting out one of her former students who is starring in a Tubi movie and on
It's called Harmony.
Broken Harmony.
Oh, okay. But it's shout out, Tubi is they say it's big in Detroit. Detroit is where Tubi.
Listen, I was like, I think I was like, is the production studios there? Goodness. They
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
listen.
that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, all right. Well, thank you for
Cooper's like,
your
we ready for numbers, child. We ready for the numbers.
right, right, right. Well, look, thank y'all for sharing with the for the people. We got to give y'all something, and it be genuine. Look, we be digging for these answers. Look, we may not be prepared for politics and pop culture, but our people, we are there for you. You heard?
No, no, Uncle Donald. Okay. What did Uncle Donald? Did you see what he said? One of my favorite things I remember was when me and my nephew went out to the Ideal, is it, was it Ideal Play? Ideal Bar. And they asked me what, oh, and they asked me what I wanted to drink, and I said Kool-Aid, and everyone laughed at me, and the bartender gave me free lemonade all eat.
Was that ideal or was that the burger place down there?
Brick House?
No, the
Oh,
burger place. Look,
Chatterbox. Chatterbox?
Chatterbox. It was
Okay.
Chatterbox. It was
Okay.
Chatterbox on
Okay. That's so
Chatterbox.
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so funny.
He was like, Uncle Donald, big man,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
saw Uncle Donald. He was like, so what do you want to drink? Uncle Donald was Kool-Aid. It was so genuine. He was like, do y'all serve Kool-Aid
Oh
here?
my
He's
gosh.
like, well, we don't have Kool-Aid, but we got all the lemonade that you can have
Oh,
all
Uncle
night.
Donald, I gotta get you a Kool-Aid next week then. I know where to get you a good Kool-Aid, and they even put fruit in there. I know what to do. Do you like catfish? You gotta chime in. Do you like catfish? Because I
Uncle
got
Donald?
you. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, Uncle Donald, you like catfish?
Yeah,
Chime in.
chime
Let me
in. Do
know.
you like fish? Fried fish? So yeah, just let me know. If so, I got you. I got you next week.
What's our first number?
Our first number. Okay, y'all, before we can get these numbers started, you know what to do. Hit that arrow at the bottom if you haven't already. Go on and share it. Go on and share. Go on and share. Go on and share. You may even feel froggy and want to share like as a link and just text it to somebody. Be like,
Look, I
dang, they ain't
look.
even online.
I think Piper is gonna go nuts here in a second.
Oh, okay. She finna go nuts because she heard Cooper.
No, she knows that Robert's in the house,
Ah!
so she's going crazy. So if y'all don't know, Robert to be on online here. He just popped up in my house like Renika did 2 weeks ago. I guess this has been a pop up.
Pop. Not even just pop culture. Pop.
Right, right, right,
That's
right.
what we do. That's what we do. We gotta get the love to you.
And then Rob say share, share, share.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I think we got enough numbers for this week. That was real quick, and I think that was courtesy of the Bookers. The Bookers
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah, I
playing
was gonna
the
say because
numbers.
then Bam, I saw her number too.
They ain't playing by no
She
numbers.
popped it in there earlier. 1792.
Ah. All right, the first number for this evening is 2015.
2015. That sounds like
Mm-hmm.
they almost towards the end of the Obama time.
Ooh, I'm just saying that's when I released the Missing President.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah,
Into the
yeah, yeah,
Valley
yeah.
Cast. That was
Wow.
2015.
2015?
Isn't that crazy?
Damn.
Yeah,
11
2015.
years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. Which do you think came first?
Mm.
The chicken or the egg?
Here we go. Sometimes when the numbers, I'm like, the egg. Oh my God. Wait. Because the chicken has to have the egg. I'm still going to stick with the egg.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the egg too because you got to
Mm-hmm.
start there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ain't Teeny love giving us some stars? And
yeah, I
stars
see
will
the
make her
stars.
dance. Stars will make her dance.
Uncle Donald said
Oh,
yes.
Uncle Donald said yes, Miss Wiz. I do. Thank you. I got you. What are, bruh.
I know Coop ain't trying to jump you over there.
Man, he is on one. Because he tired. He
Mm-mm.
tired.
He
He
tired. He's
tired.
like, come on, be
He
quiet.
said, child, I've been playing all day. All day. And y'all loud. Okay.
What number we got?
412.
412.
Mm-hmm. 412. Shout out to Brandy. 412. I feel you on my feet, Cooper. I feel you.
Do you sleep with
Yeah. Uh-oh.
the
No.
TV on? Why? Why not?
Okay. You all, there's a whole method to my madness. I set asleep. I've been doing this since college. Cause Oprah told us. Jeffrey's like, huh. Oprah told me years ago, and this was before she even told me, but I knew when it happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel seen. Oprah said she does not have a TV in her room because your bedroom should be completely for rest and relaxation. So what does Ronika do? Every night, so I was about to say something else. Every night, I set a sleep timer on Netflix, and I usually play like Girlfriends or A Different World. I don't play anything that's just gonna like disturb me, like any shooting, anything violent, something that I laugh at throughout the day. So I set my sleep timer for like 90 minutes for my TV, and I go lay down. So as I'm trying to transition into a peaceful rest, the TV will eventually turn off. So that's how I do it. So I don't leave the TV. I mean, the TV usually is
Pretty
off.
good.
Yeah, so that I've been doing that for years. Years.
That's smart.
What about you?
That's smart. I'm I'm definitely a TV on person. Definitely a TV on person, and that's why I don't shut down. But I always
Mm.
tell people like when I'm asleep, I'm asleep.
Oh yeah, we know. Cooper,
Like
no,
com-
don't you know Cooper? We know.
like computer cord pulled out the wall
Crazy.
mid search engine.
Out of there. Do not disturb times
Yeah,
10.
yeah. So,
Seen
but
it for myself.
I'm definitely a TV person because I like to listen to stuff. I like to listen to stuff with my eyes closed. I don't know
Okay.
if that's right or wrong, but yeah, give me my eyes closed. I'm all right. I can listen to you.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cooper was like, he's not awake. Wake him up. He's not awake. Wake him
Right. Coop
up.
kept
I'm like,
jumping on my chest.
I
Just
said,
lay on my
sheesh.
chest. That's why I always just lay on my chest. You can
Doing a
go to
little
sleep.
digging. Like, come on. I want to play. Like, no, get your fluffy butt back. Okay. All right. Next number 886. Cooper, please. You rubbing against my leg is wearing me
What's the
out.
number?
886.
886.
Yep. Cooper, what is
My son work.
my son?
Do you give money to homeless people that you see on the street?
Like Cooper was like, hmm.
You want me to answer first?
Yeah.
Not yeah. Deep voice, deep voice. Yeah.
Yup.
Uh no, I do not. And I don't feel bad for it. Specifically if you are a man. I do not feel bad
That's where
for
I
it.
want you to go. Y'all, I'm a listen.
No, I'm not. I don't mind giving money in so many different other ways, but to just give it to someone that's panhandling on the street is absurd to me. I just think it is. You know, one time I was walking with my aunt, and we was in leaving Millennial Station, and this one guy, a man asked her, "Oh, you got some change for me?" She said, "Wait, you think you can change my back?" So, from that standpoint, no, I see it, and I see it often here, often, and they know when I come to turn their head because no, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Okay, so there's two things I want to point out here. No, maybe three. There's a video of Jeffrey and I. I'm definitely going in on Jeffrey because he said, I can't stand no man asking begging for money. My dad was the same way because he said there is somebody that's looking for work or looking for you to help them and will pay you at every corner. So no, I'm not giving. My dad used to call them 50 cent NIGGAZs. So he said they'd be at the store, they'd see him, be like, "Oh, you and all that bosh money." He said, "Now work hard for my money."
Yeah,
They
yeah,
always hiring
yeah. I get up every morning,
every morning.
just like you get up every morning. And don't get me wrong, there's extreme circumstances,
Yes,
but
there
I
is.
ain't trying to be extreme. I'm talking
Correct.
about day to day.
Okay. So the next one that I want to bring up is now, and then I'll give my personal answer. Um, I remember our professor at North Carolina Central. We were in Virginia, and we were at a stoplight, and someone was asking for money, and one of my classmates rolled down his window and gave him money. She called from the other car and said, "What'd you just do?" And then he said, "Oh, I was just giving money to that guy." She said, "Have you not seen the documentary of the man of people that be outside panhandling, and then they at the end of their day they fold up their cardboard box sign and walk over to a Mercedes. So you just that's what you contributed to." That,
Not like drinking that orange juice in the hood,
I said,
like
"Oh,
that movie.
yeah." She said, "Like this the whole thing." But I think for me, it was very eye opening when, again, one of those times I had moved back and the Heartbeats had went to Chicago. The Heartbeats went to Chicago, and we were leaving Giordano's, the pizza place, Giordano's, and Demita had our leftover pizza in her hand, and someone was asking, for money, and then she said, "Oh, well, I have this pizza here. It's hot. We're gonna be getting on the train. You could definitely have it." He said, "I didn't had enough pizza." She said, she said, "Well, your ass ain't hungry there." So, that was one thing. But what really sealed it for me is that I was downtown Ben Harbor. If you know, you know, the old Eagles, which is now, I believe, Dollar General or something like that, is across from the Whirlpool, the newer Whirlpool building downtown on Riverview. I was approaching. It's now a roundabout, but it was a stop sign at the time, and there was a woman on the corner saying that hey, um, I ran out of gas. My car's at the gas station. If you can just give me a couple dollars just to put gas in my car. I had just left church. It was a Sunday. I'll never forget it because I remember even what I had on. And I rolled down the window and I gave her $10, and it was like a whole speech. As soon as I gave her this $10, she snatched it, put it in her pocket, and walked on about her business. When I say I looked down there at that gas station, wasn't no goddamn card there. I said, I done just got. Oh, bet you that won't happen to me again. So after that, I said, yeah. Especially as a woman, if a man is asking me for some money, I'm not reaching in my purse to give you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nathaniel. I know some people be like Nathan. I'm not giving you Nathaniel. So just don't ask me for no money because I'm gonna ask you like, oh, I need you to clean my windows. Then I'm gonna need. Or as my dad said, there's always something to do.
Some bartering service.
That's where we at. That is where we're at. I mean, if I'm just out here just asking for $2 for my organization, I better be producing some work. When we're asking
They
for
said my last $2.
my
They ain't
last two
saying it. Come on
dollars,
now.
my last $2.
Yeah, that's where I'm
That's
at.
it. That is it. I know some people are like, well, no, no. When it comes to even the organization that I lead, I better be producing something for this money that I'm asking you for. I better not be playing in nobody's face because if that's the case, and people gonna stop giving to you. And it's the same way with you asking about money on the street. So I won't forget. I won't forget your face, and I won't forget that you asked me anything. So yeah, the next number is now 1792.
That sound like Aunt Bell's number.
You know it. Cooper,
1792.
you need a haircut, bro.
I took my dog to the groomer last week.
Ooh, he got a couple weeks because they are booked out. All I see is fluffiness.
This is a good question.
I'm
It's a very
nervous.
good question.
Okay.
Yeah. What 3 musicians / singers do you feel have contributed the most to music?
What? All right, we're gonna go there. All right.
You name one, I name one. You name one, I name one.
Okay.
Let's go back and forth.
All right. Stevie Wonder.
Quincy Jones.
Ooh. Ooh. Michael Jackson.
That was the first person that popped in my head.
Same. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, for music,
Mm-hmm.
Marvin Gaye.
Oh, that was good. Whitney Houston. Oof. I just want to keep going. My gosh. Y'all play with us in music.
I'm gonna give it to her, and she gonna be late. But Lauryn Hill,
Oh.
when you start hip hop and R&B, yeah, Lauryn Hill totally took it to a whole nother phase.
Okay, you're right.
That'll be my 3.
If I ruled the world.
Yeah,
Okay.
imagine that.
Oof.
Imagine
And
that.
we will walk right up to the sun, hand in hand. We had a whole conversation about that. All
Hey
right.
y'all, drop in the text box who you think the 3 musicians or singers that's contribute the most to music.
Aunt Teeny definitely said Prince. Now, if you can play multiple instruments, absolutely. So yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah,
Cooper,
Prince
what
is a
is
good one too.
happening? Yep, absolutely.
Mm.
All right. You ready for the next? I mean, y'all can continue to chime in because woo. I'm glad Jeffrey said we're gonna popcorn this out because I was like,
Yeah, the
okay.
anxiety went up. I was like, you go, I go. You go, I
I'm
go.
like, where's my heartbeat right now? Okay. The next number is so we have 2 more left, you all. The next number is 1366.
All right. What's the biggest area in your life in which you need to improve?
Ooh, we organization.
Oh, damn.
Organization, and I'm just saying overall and definitely in my house. Uh yeah, organization.
Organization. The
Yeah.
biggest area in my life where I could improve um being rich. I can improve that.
Okay. Absolutely. I feel like I can't get rich until I get organized.
Mm. Steps,
Mm-hmm.
not leaps, steps.
No steps. Yeah,
Yeah,
big time. Yeah.
that's a good one.
That's like my
She said, I
main
can't get
focus right
rich
now.
until I get
I
organized.
cannot. I said I gotta get a clear space and I deserve a clear space in order for me to get to that level of like wealthy. Yeah. Before we Robert said Whitney Houston, Prince, and Barry White, and then Auntie also said Barry White.
Well, we got to get
Not
some.
over here loving this Barry White. That deep voice.
It's Barry
What?
White. It's love music.
Mr. Love, Mr. Love. Ooh. All right.
Rob said his would be saving money for a rainy day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, you all. Wow. Are we gonna end before midnight? Wait before midnight? This is crazy.
Well, it was 11:45, and then we get the little 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. Okay.
So
So
we're punctual today.
the last number. Oh, Uncle Donald said James Brown. Say it. I'm black and I'm proud.
Hey, say it loud. I'm
Listen,
black and I'm proud.
even the interviews. My favorite GIF when he is sweating bullets and he just like and he's
He in it. He is in it. He was like, I ain't got no air, but I'm here.
I'm here. But my mom who I love the stories of hearing about them skating in Ben Harbor, Michigan back in the day because clearly they had so much to do. She said, don't let some James Brown come on. We are tearing that floor up.
That's crazy.
Tearing it up. So
So
that's what I
James
think
Brown was
about.
the equivalent of 21 Savage.
Yeah, she said. She said we walking out of that thing dusty. We didn't tow it down
Mm-mm.
on the skates. I said, all right. And then I get to meeting the people that she used to skate with. I said, oh, okay, you was smooth on skate too. Okay, all right, all
Mm-mm.
right. The last number for the night is 2754. And I just realized that 27 plus 27 is 54. So whoever gave that number, all right, mathin'. So yeah, 2754.
That's a deep one too, because you can almost go to the whole page and ain't nothing been selected over there.
Wow. So just so you know for next week, y'all.
What is the craziest question you've ever had to answer on an interview?
um, hmm, hmm. I don't know. Jeffrey has been, I feel like, in more interviews than I have been. So you might need to answer first. Now I want to zoom in on my shirt.
I'll zoom in. No, ha! Nah, I'm gonna zoom in like it's me. It's on me. The craziest question.
Hmm. Oh,
Entry
question.
level. Asking me where you see me in 5 years.
Mm.
Not
Mm-hmm.
here. I need a job right now. Like a
Mm-hmm.
summer job, like a little carryover, like I was in college. I always thought that was I damn sure don't plan on being here for the next 5 years because everybody keep telling me to go to school.
Mm.
So why would I be here? So that's probably the craziest question. Um, I asked this random question to people because I actually just interviewed two people this week. But it's a pretty tough question, so I don't want to say it's a crazy question.
Excuse me. Comment slash question. Um, I don't even care that I admit that where it was. Um, when I moved back to Ben Harbor, one of the questions was, or the statement and then the question, we've never had anyone with a master's degree submit a resume. So, what do you think about making $14.50 an hour?
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
To this day, I want that person to kiss my ass. So, and I kind of hope that someone shares it with me, shares it with them, because, yeah, I will never forget that, ever, ever, ever. So yeah, that was the wildest, and that was only 10 years ago.
Some people would say, "Well, all right."
Shibbity dibby. I did that. Probably I did that at the staff meeting. So, and then the only other person on scene was like, shibbity dibbity dee dee. Oh yeah. So we had oh yeah. Like, you know Luther. So yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah, come on, house party. Oh, no. Nadine. Now hi guys, girl.
She's a
Now you
little
got to
late.
catch
She's a
it.
little late
You
tonight.
tardy for the party. What you
We
in
talking
Philly?
about Philly.
Child, Philly. You want us to come or not? Like, what's happening? You want us to come or not?
Well, thanks for
Man.
stopping in. Thanks
Yeah,
for
we
stopping in.
appreciate it.
Good to
Yes.
see
Yes, yes, yes. You know, we got to mess with you.
you. So
But
you
that is
good?
it for the numbers. The
That's it for
numbers.
the numbers?
The numbers. The numbers.
All right, all right. Well, I guess we're wrapping it up. It's a 8:13. We're wrapping up an episode. You got anything for the people?
Woof. I didn't gave y'all for the people, but I just want you all to know that we appreciate you. Where you can find me. Just I was trying to act like I was frozen. Where you can
I
find
think when
me.
I'm moving my head.
Still been frozen because sometimes you're frozen, I'm still
That's
going.
true.
So yeah.
That's true. That's true.
You can find me Ronika RONNIKA.Williams on Instagram, on Threads. Threads is a time, y'all. When I tell you Threads is where my people are at, where my people is at. And then I'm Ronika Williams on Facebook, but you can also find me on the Please Do Tell podcast, wherever you consume your audio podcast, which is Apple, Spotify, wherever. And we're also, if you want to watch us and facial expressions and all the things, we're also on YouTube as the same name. Please Do Tell podcast. So, as when I say we, I'm talking about Jeffrey and I. So Jeffrey and I are actually operating two shows. You'd like us, okay? And we also have our own individual things going on too. So, yeah, Story Salon is the nonprofit that I founded and lead, and I'm able to tell stories of the culture and community. And I actually had a meeting with the House of David this couple days ago, which was amazing. So, really trying to get more of our stories into multiple communities. So, again, go find me. Go holler at me. My link tree is always in my bio. So also, if any of the projects that I'm working on, you can find me there too. So
That's what's
cheers to
up.
that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Look, I'm gonna keep mine short because I ain't got as many projects as said so. So you can find me at MRFANTASTIC World WORLD. You can find me that on Instagram, Threads, I think, Twitter. Just come see me. And but I will say this: you could drop, like Renika said, drop it in our DMs. But she said DMs. I call it the memes because it make sense if you're
Uh,
gonna put up in there. So it is the memes. Make it make sense to
Exactly.
be dropping in there.
Don't be sliding in there with no BS.
You know what I'm saying? But no, we love the feedback. We love everything that y'all give us because you know what you give us? You give us energy.
Yeah, you do.
You got anything else tonight, Renika?
No, what I see, NJ is like, I will tag you guys in the AM. I'm just on here to say hello. We
No, you
appreciate the
good. You
love.
good. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for
Yes.
stopping by.
So in my pure Regina Hall, because y'all know this is what she did when she was online with Kevin Hart. I can't take it anymore, y'all. We gotta log off. We gotta log off. So yeah, I appreciate y'all.
It's that time. All right. We'll holler at y'all next week.
Holla.
If you know, you know.
You know.
It's the late night show.